Start over?
You want to say where there's no twerking allowed?
Yes. Yes, do it.
Welcome to youtube.com/Lake Charles Scion, where there is no twerking allowed. Correct? Let's get started.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, we do have some actual announcements tonight. If you were with us on the Facebook earlier, you caught up with the little problem we had. We had announced a couple weeks ago that the qualifiers were going to be November 22nd and 23rd. There was a confusion in the rules where that was not displayed correctly. So just another clarification. They're just standing there. They're just standing there.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not.
Let's go. Keep it going.
November 22nd and 23rd is the qualifiers. That's next weekend, Friday night and Saturday. Let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit. The qualifier round one is going to be 8 groups of 4. They're going to start at 8 p.m. Central. That's 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
Good balance across of North America, and hopefully everybody is playing on those time zones. If not, get you some coffee or whatever you need to do to get up early in the morning to play. 8 p.m. On November 22nd, Friday, is going to be round one. Let's talk about we'll save announcing the groups for a little later. Let's go ahead and first announce the invite list so we'll know who the first 8 players are that are going to be in the tournament.
All right, on the trusty invite display device. All right, invites, and this is in no particular order. There's really no particular order in these guys at all. It's just 8 guys that we're inviting. All right, here we go. We'll start with Hello Kitty from Fanatic Gaming, and he was one of the first people right off the bat.
Yeah, that was cool. He was not only one
of
of the first pros, but really one of the first players to
have a registration,
get on board and express interest in the tournament.
So anyway, we're real excited about that. Then we got Ian from the Flash Wolves, who we got those guys, team coming from Taiwan. We got one of them, Ian.
Yeah, they started a huge Taiwanese invasion. We have like 10 or 11
They're just coming.
Taiwanese players, so that's awesome to have that much international interest. Ian is a huge player in Taiwan Esports League, so we're excited to have him.
So then we got LZ Gamer after that, and then Huck, Destiny, Cats from Root, and then Puck, and QXC. Is that 8? Hello Kitty, Ian from the Flash Wolves, LZ Gamer, Huck, Puck, Destiny.
Of course, from Evil Geniuses.
There you go.
Yep.
Cats and QXC.
Yeah,
that's 8.
That's it. So that's our 8 players that are going to be populating the first half of the 16.
Which we're super stoked about. That's 8 big names, and we're very excited. I mean, that's like we're super stoked.
Yeah,
it's
for an independent tournament like ours in a pretty small area, we're just really excited to have all those players. I know hopefully we have a lot of fans liking this video because that's some huge named players. We'll talk a little bit about how we made the decision to invite those guys.
Well, first of all, that just means they don't have to qualify in. They don't have to play in. They're coming. If you're a fan of one of these guys, he's going to be here. Come see him. Don't have to watch the qualifiers. These 8 guys are going to be.
You still have to watch the qualifiers.
Well,
because we need viewers for the qualifiers.
But anyway, these 8 guys, they don't have to play in. They're coming.
Right. The following 8, the rest of the 16, will of course be decided based on our play-in on our qualifying rounds this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Let's talk about that. Again, we have 8 groups of 4. And you can use the trusty group listing device.
The group list display device. We'll go to a graphic for this.
Yeah.
Right. There's lots of names here, so let's go to the graphic. All right. In Group A, we have Apocalypse, Warren, Jellyfish, and Hunter XX. If I say any of these names wrong, I guess they can email Jeremy or get on the Facebook and tell the Scion Gorilla, hey, Eric butchered my name and I'm offended, or hopefully you're not offended. Obviously, our intention is not to make anybody mad by butchering their names, but all we've seen at this point is emails. So, all right, Group B. Moving on to Group B, we have Masan, Siphon, Clash, and Hell's Child. In Group C, we have Trimaster, Maverick, Spoil, and Blazemost. In Group D, we have Sasquatch, Hydra Wang, and Estica. In Group E, we have Flash Wolves Haz, Patreus, EGJD, who we're going to
I think that's probably not the real J-Dong.
Yeah,
he could be.
He's not in Grandmaster. I think he's in Diamond. We're assuming that is not actually J-Dong.
J-Dong, but you never know. Come the tournament, it may be.
Anyway, and then Ocean Storm rounding out that Group E. In Group F, we
we'll probably
have
to check with Evil Geniuses and see if they mind that guy being named EGJD.
Yeah, but anyway, if you're this guy EGJD, this is going to be your group. Whether that's we allow your name to be that or not, this is the group you're going to be playing.
We could do like we did on our Halo tournament, which is anybody has a name that's not appropriate, we can assign them a random alphanumeric
Alpha
character.
Charlie 32.
Yeah, a random alphanumeric string as their name.
All right, moving on to Group F, we have Flash Wolves Hui. Sorry,
in my head.
Hui. Again, if I'm butchering your name, please let us know and send us a pronunciation key or a WAV file or a YouTube video or something where your name is pronounced. Continuing on in Group F, Freya Monster, Dream Killer, and Mudkip. Then Group G, we have Flash Wolves Slam, Specialist, Ensign Lee, and Ubius. In Group H, and the final group, Sage, Evil SD, Willie, and Smaug. That's the eight groups, the 32 players that will constitute the qualifying round, beginning round.
And some pretty noticeable names in these groups also in group play. Apocalypse and Masan from IVD Gaming. Those are both some players that have played in the WCS. Who else do we have here?
Basically,
all those guys from the Flash Wolves. Yeah. We have a lot of team representation. So in every group we have some pretty good representation. A little bit of discussion about the group placement. The way we did that, and just so y'all can know, and again we'll have this all detailed out. But the way we did the group placement, first thing we did is since we had a lot of representation from teams like IVD, Complexity, the Flash Wolves. We have several players from Root. We have a lot of players playing on representing the same team. So the first thing we did is we went and spaced those players out into different groups. So we put all the players from IVD in separate groups. They don't want to play each other until later. So that's the first thing we did. Next thing we did is we took all the Grandmasters and randomly populated them into the groups to space them out equally. Then we filled in the rest with the Master and lower level players, randomly populated them into the groups. So we get a pretty good parity in the group, the higher level players. Even though it's generally randomly assigned, we try to make a good spread of the talent so we don't end up with 4 high level Grandmasters playing. And what do they call it in WCS? The group of death.
There's always one.
We just try to make sure, even though some of it was randomly populated, we try to make sure there wasn't any
groups of death
situations.
ideally.
So we should have some fun games and should have some exciting games, but also a lot of these recognizable names, chances are they will advance to day 2, which is going to be the exact same scenario, only it's going to be 4 groups of 4 instead of 8 groups of 4. Out of these 8, 2 will advance. It's standard up, down. The winners, you have 2 matches, and the winners play the winners, and losers play the losers. Then the winner of the losers plays the loser of the winners.
Right.
Long story short, 2 people advance from each one of these groups. We'll have 16 players in 4 groups of 4. 2 members of those groups will each advance to bring 8 players to meet the 8 invitees. At that point, we'll have a list of 16 players. All 16 of those players will be listed and seeded 1 through 16 based on Battle.net Season 5 league and rank. So if we have I don't think we do, but let's just for hypothetical sake, if we had a Division Rank 2 Grandmaster in the qualifying rounds, which I doubt we do, but let's just say we did, and then we had a Division Rank 40 Grandmaster as an invitee, that qualifier, even though he had to play in, he would outrank that Grandmaster in the seeding. So that'll be how the last 16 are placed for the tournament. Okay, so we hit on qualifying, we hit on the invitees. What else do we need to talk about tonight?
You want to talk about the logistics of how we're going to do the qualifying round?
Yeah, the logistics. We talk the 8 o'clock to midnight on Friday night. We're going to set up a Battle.net channel, which is called, Jeremy, do we know what that's called yet? Did you create it yet?
It's going to be called Lake Charles Scion.
It's going to be called Lake Charles Scion, and it's going to be in the category of
tournaments,
pro tournaments and leagues or something like that. So just channel Lake Charles Scion. That's where you go to meet everybody. We'd like for everybody to just come hop in that channel, 7:30, 7:45.
Yeah, we really need everybody there.
We need everybody there.
Not going to be any your game is later, so you come later. We really need everybody to come and play, and we're going to have we're going to have tons of games going on at once. Everybody come and play. Try to be there at 8 or before to get everything set up.
Yeah, if anybody
Otherwise, it's going to go on forever.
Yeah, and we really can't have it going on and stretching on forever because every one of you guys players, everybody else in your group is depending on you. They're going to be sitting around waiting on you. So we really need everybody to get there and go ahead and get it started. It's going to take a couple hours, even if every group starts at 8 o'clock. So if you have a problem with that, schedule conflicts or for whatever reason, if you absolutely cannot be there, you need to contact Jeremy at esports at tallvarautomotive.com as soon as possible, and we'll try to work that schedule. We'll try to communicate with the rest of your group and see if it's possible to reschedule that. But really, everybody needs to plan on being in that channel 7:30, 7:45 to check in and get ready to start playing your games. We're going to have observers in all those games.
Then what we're going to do, we're not going to have we had talked about, play the game and send in replays. We're going to do it all at once. We're going to get online. We're going to have 8 observers observing 8 games at a time. And so there's going to be 8 games going on at one time. So we should be able to get through it pretty quick. There'll be some good accountability and good control that way also. Every game will be observed live. It will be bouncing back and forth, but we'll have an observer in every game. So that'll be good accountability, equity type situation for all the players. Anything else? Jeremy, you got anything else we need to put on this video? I think that about does it. We are going to release, coordinated with this, also a typed out press release because there's a lot of information in a video. We just like doing these videos because they're fun. Plus, YouTube is a good place to have a presence on. So, everybody say hi to, what's his name? Bidley
the Baneling. That is our toy. We're going to close with a little ode to Bidley.
I don't know what kind of noise they make.
Does he make a noise? Yeah, make him just roll on out there. Yeah. And with that, there he goes chasing some. We'll just play a little animation of a Baneling exploding. With that, that'll do it. If we can think of anything else, we'll make another video. Thanks for coming. We'll see y'all. It's getting close. It's less than a week away. We'll be playing games. This time next week, everything will be decided. The games will be over, and we'll be playing the tournament. Everybody traveling over here. So we're stoked. We're really excited. Thanks again for being involved. Thanks again for watching the videos. Thanks again for liking us on Facebook. Thanks again for bumping our thread on Team Liquid. Even if you're hating on Jeremy for him making bad decisions or bad references, keep posting on Team Liquid because it keeps the thread bumped up. And if you have the ability to edit Liquipedia or approve changes in Wikipedia,
also
please check it out periodically and go. Yes,
that's fine. Also, if you are or know an amateur that wants to play, we are still accepting registration for the amateur tournament. The pro tournament, we had to lock it down, had to get this stuff done to get these guys playing and let them know what's going on. But the amateur tournament, we're still accepting registrations. Point there is to get as many people as we can. We're not really interested in turning people away from that tournament. So
I think we have about 40 players registered right now. We can accommodate up to 64.
Easily.
We can accommodate up to 64. So we still can take registrations.
Yep.
Get the forms in. Let's get out.
If you want to play in the amateur tournament, get out and play.
Many people out there will get out and play.
Friends who if they just bought StarCraft, doesn't matter. Get them out and play.
Yeah, because we are going to have some real noobs playing at this tournament.
Oh,
Believe me. We've seen some play. We've seen some attack their own buildings. We've seen some do some pretty fun things. So it's going to be there's going to be a division for people just like that. So if you know anybody like that, get them signed up, get them in. And how are we doing on time? Have we wasted enough time yet? What have we wasted, like 15 minutes? About 15 minutes?
But we're going to heavily edit this one.
Yeah, that sounds good. We will see y'all next week. Next video is going to be really good because we'll have all these the exact names and bios of everybody that's coming. So thanks again. See y'all next time.